People in this country and in Colorado are moving away from organized religion and regular church attendance. The most recent Gallup poll on the subject found that 21% of Americans have no formal religious identity. They either say they're atheist, agnostic, or nothing in particular. Now, when Gallup first started asking that question back in the 1940s, only 2% said the same. And in this 360, we explore the question, if you don't regularly worship, if you don't consider yourself religious, what do you tell your kids about God and religion? Now, my parents never had to have the God talk with me because I was always at church. Sunday mornings, Sunday nights, Sunday afternoons for choir practice, back again on Wednesday nights. But I don't really go to church much anymore. I'm a recovering Baptist with a lot of Southern Baptist baggage. I believe in God. I pray. I just don't go to church or talk about it much. So what do I tell my 3-year-old daughter about these things? Well, the first view in this 360, maybe I don't directly address it at all. My sense of right and wrong didn't come from the church. It came from my parents, as did learning the golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. Now, this particular approach would allow us to keep sleeping in on Sundays, but it also seems like a lazy answer to our question. Two different view in this 360. Exposure to all the major religions, Christianity, Buddhism, Judaism, Hinduism, etc. See what appeals to her, and she can eventually choose for herself. Now, this is a popular option these days. It's certainly how we choose everything else. Which is the best lawnmower? Read about all the lawnmowers and choose the best lawnmower for you. And there's logic in this approach. But in another view, isn't my job as her father to guide her? I don't let her loose in a hardware store to explore. If I did, she most definitely would figure out what is and is not a good idea to mess with in there, but I don't think that's very nice when I could have just explained a mousetrap to her. Now, still another view in this 360, do what my parents did. Raise her like I was raised. I believe what I believe because it's what my parents believe. I turned out okay, and there's also value in tradition. And there'll be some of you who think even asking these questions is inappropriate, maybe even blasphemous. And I get that. But the reality is, this is the reality now for a lot of us and a growing number of us. And at the end of the day, we're asking these questions because we all want to raise our children to be kind, compassionate people who contribute to the world. And I suppose if we're painfully honest, these questions may be hard because we're not satisfied with our own beliefs. Now, is this something you're dealing with or have dealt with? What are you going to do? What did you do? I'd love to know. We welcome any and all comments you have on this, good, bad, or otherwise. We read them all. 360 at thedenverchannel.com. Thanks, and happy Easter.